Welcome back to Starter Bible Short Talk 3. Did things go fine once the Israelites had entered the promised land of Canaan? No, they didn't. Led first by people called judges, one of whom was a woman, by the way, and later by kings, beginning with King Saul, King David, and King Solomon, who built the temple. The same repeated pattern of brief periods of faithfulness to God, followed by long periods of either neglect or actively rebelling against God and his laws, continued. Read a summary in the section in the Starter Bible headed Disobedience and God's Mercy. At least when they were in trouble, they did pray. We can learn from that. God's law in Deuteronomy had always made it clear that if they disobeyed, there would be serious consequences, leading to their being conquered by other nations. God would not treat his own people any differently from how he had treated the nations who had owned the land before them. This message was reinforced by prophets like Amos, Isaiah, and Jeremiah, but to no avail. First, the now divided northern kingdom of Israel was overrun by Assyria, and later in 597 and 587 BC, Jerusalem fell to Nebuchadnezzar, who took waves of the leading Israelites far away into exile in Babylon, a 900-mile journey. Bible books like Ezekiel, Daniel, and Esther are set in this time of exile. After a long period of 70 years, the exiles were allowed to start dribbling back. After a while, they started rebuilding the ruined temple and then stopped and restarted again. It was much smaller than the old one. Nehemiah himself returned to lead the people of Jerusalem in rebuilding the walls of their city. This was a great achievement, but in another way, nothing had changed. They had lost their kings. They were still ruled by a foreign power. Read how they felt in our final Old Testament section, which has the title Restored to the Land, but True Salvation Awaits. It shows where the Old Testament basically leaves us. Running alongside the Bible books telling the history, however, are a wonderful book of poetry called the Psalms and books of practical wisdom and reflections on the meaning of life like Job, Proverbs and Ecclesiastes. Right in the middle of the Bible is even the best love song ever written, the Song of Songs.